So we have seen the different type of binary mathematics already. We have seen binary subtraction with the help of 2's complement. We have seen the concept of LSB, MSB. We have seen the binary addition. Now, why we are doing this one? Actually, we want to derive the range of the data. That is, I mean, prime goal for us currently. To do this, one more in basic knowledge you must understand. You must visualize. That is, like we have a if we consider that we have a memory location, something like this. Suppose this is a memory. Okay, a very small part of memory we are assuming, and this is a memory. This is say first memory address, this is second memory address, and so on. Now this memory has a particular limit, right? It can store a particular number bit of data. To realize this one, let's do one thing. Let's take small cell over here. What I mean that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means this memory can store in a particular memory address, it can store 6 byte of, I mean, binary number. As simple as that. Right. So if it is 6 byte of binary number, then what is the maximum number it can store? If I don't care about negative number, so just take this point as a, just focus only this part. Okay, so we have a situation like this. So we have say not 6, maybe say let's take a smaller one, only 4. Okay, only 4 bit. A memory location contain a 4 bit. Each and every address can store 4 bit of data. What is the maximum value that I can store over here? If I forget about the sign, I mean negative or positive sign for a moment, I can say that the maximum value that I can store in this particular memory address is basically combination of the maximum value I can store in each and every cell. Each and every cell maximum value can be 1, all 1. And if you find, it will be 15 in decimal. Similarly, if I consider minimum value in this situation for 4 bit, naturally it will be all 0, which is representing 0 in decimal, right? So that means if the data is of length n bit, then maximum value will be equal to what? It's 4 bit. What is 15? 15 you can also say 16 minus 1. Why I am saying 16? Because 16 means 2 to the power 4. Right. And what is 4? 4 is the total number of bits that I can have stored over here. So as I told you that if it is of n bit, then it is 2 to the power n minus 1 maximum value that I can store, and obviously the minimum value is 0. But this observation we can derive if we ignore about the sign of the bit, of the number, sorry. Sign means plus or minus. If we ignore, then if we take the, if we consider this sign, then what will happen? And how we can represent this? Then what changes will happen in this particular memory location? Let's see. If we take into account about the sign, then we can, if we take the account in sign, then we have a separate type of, I mean, we can consider that this particular bit will act as sign bit. Now, what does this sign bit means? This means that whether it is positive or negative number, that will be expressed by this one bit only, and other bits is for the data part. And what the sign bit mean? Sign bit means that if the number is positive, then it will be equal to, this sign bit will be equal to 0. If the number is negative, then the sign bit will be equal to 1. Okay. So now naturally question will come that now what will be the minimum and maximum value that I can store, right? So what is the maximum value I can store over here right now? If we consider about the maximum value in this situation, I have 4 bits only. This is representing sign bit, so maximum positive value, sorry, not maximum value, actually maximum positive value. Maximum positive value means this part will remain obviously 0 because number is positive, but it is maximum, so that means other bit will be 1. So that means maximum positive will become plus 7. This 111 means 7. If you find the corresponding decimal, you will see it is 7. Now what about minimum value? If I say that can I store -7 over here? I mean over here. If it is, if I want to think about minimum value, one thing you must be sure that since you are considering negative, that means it must be 1. And what we know, we represent negative number in 2's complement form. right? So that means whatever data will be present over here will be in 2's complement form. Now, just for time being, I'm telling you what should be the minimum value. Minimum value that you can store over here is actually -8. If you write 1 0 0 0, this means -8. Already you have found this, right? You know this means -8. If you do the 2's complement of this one, this is basically 1 0 0 means 8. But if you do the 2's complement, that means 0 1 1 1 and again a 1, that means again it become 1 0 0 0, which is representing -8. So basically that means you can say that this particular minimum value that I can store is -8. So now again the same situation, if I want to write this type of observation, that if the data of length n bit, then maximum value will be what? Let's see. Try to realize this. What does 7 means? Plus 7 means you can say 2 to the power, actually you can say 8 minus 1 equal to 7, equal to what you can say 2 to the power 3 minus 1. Actually, right, 2 to the power 3 minus 1. And what does 8 means? It is minus 2 to the power 3. But here the length is 4, because we consider the length with considering the sign bit. This is n equal to 4. So if you just try to express this in form of n, then how you can express this? I can write it is basically 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1, and minimum value will be equal to what? Will be minus 2 to the power n minus 1, right? Now why we are talking about all this? If you are able to understand this point, now the range of different data type will be much, totally crystal clear for all of you. Why I am saying, let's see. To realize this, you have to know, you have to understand or remember one information, that what is the length, what is the value of n for different data type, that you have to understand, or that you have to actually remember. If we consider a 32-bit compiler, if we deal with a 32-bit compiler, why I am saying 32-bit? Because depends on this length of the, I mean this bit length, the length of n will vary. So we are, just a standard 32-bit compiler if I take, then int data type take is 2 byte long, float is 4 byte long, and char is 1 byte long. And there are many other data types, so we will deal about those later. These 3 data types are frequently used in programming. That's why we will talk about these 3 data types first. Now, What does 2 byte mean? We all know that 1 byte mean 8 bit. That means it's 16 bit, it's 32 bit, and this 8 bit. So basically, you can easily understand here the n is equal to 16, here the n is equal to 32, and here the n is equal to 8. So as to realize, obviously we know that this cat data type stores a character, but character means A, B, C, D, something like this. But ultimately this character somehow converted to some binary form, right? Some ones and zeros, because C cannot be stored by a computer. Computer ultimately stores C in form of some combination of 1 and 0. So if we think about this, and let's try to realize the range with respect to character. For other data types, the philosophy remains same, so it will be not difficult for the other data types. So if we take char type, why I am taking char? Because it is least length. Okay, for a moment. So I have 4, sorry, not 4, total 8 length: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, okay, 7. Up to 7 means 8. Okay, fine. So as we have seen that this part is sign bit. If we think that, you see, one very important thing is there, that we have discussed about that there are two possibilities, that I can either consider without sign bit or consider with sign bit, right? That means when I am declaring a data type, you will declare a data type, you can say that you can ignore the sign bit. That means you can use that bit for storing data. You can use that, utilize that one. Or you can say that you want to use sign bit. That means you can store positive or negative values. But if you say that you want to use, you don't care about the sign, that means you are not thinking about any negative value in that particular variable, right? So if we think about the something like, technically we call say unsigned. Unsigned means that we are not caring about the sign bit. That means the MSB that we have is a part of the data. If it is a part of data, then minimum value will be what? I mean, if I say that means this is all 0, part of data, and it will be 0 in decimal. Similarly, if I say that what is the maximum value, obviously in place of 0 it will be 1, all will be 1. And it will be what? If you try to find the corresponding decimal value of this, you will find it is 255. Means 256 minus 1 means it is 2 to the power 8 minus 1. As we have seen over here, maximum value is 2 to the power n minus 1, right? Here also 2 to the power 8 minus 1. 8 is the length, as simple as that. Now if we think about a signed bit, a signed number or signed character especially, that means if we think about the signed positive value, then let's try to realize it. Obviously minimum, positive value is 0. What is the maximum positive value? Maximum positive value sign bit is 0, other bit is 1. Okay. And what does it mean? It means if you do the corresponding decimal, you will find it is basically 127. Means 128 minus 1 means 2 to the power 7 minus 1 means 2 to the power 8 minus 1 minus 1. Just what I have found. 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. Exactly over here. You will do this. You will find that if you do in your home. Now let's take an interesting situation. That suppose I want to add a 1 over here. I just want to add a 1. I just want to add a 1. Not here, sorry. Add a 1. Okay. So technically 127 will be added with 1. What should I get? Obviously I should get 128, right? As a decimal. Now if you do this binary addition, what I will get? I will get 1 1 is 0, means 1 is carry, then again 1 1 is 0, 1 is carry. So that means in this way you will see, you will get 0 in all the places, and the last bit, this 1 will get carried every time, and last bit will become 1. So your memory becomes something like this. Memory status becomes something like this. Now just concentrate on this point, that since we are considering this particular bit as a sign bit, so this sign bit is equal to 1, it means the computer will realize that this is a negative number. And since this is a negative number, that means computer will understand that the other part, that is this data part that is storing the data, is storing the actual value in 2's complement form, right? As we have seen already in previous lecture. So what is the original value? Let's try to find it. There are 7 zeros. Seven zeros are there. And if you find, this is actually 2's complement form of the original number, because it's stored in a negative form, because of this is 1, that means negative, we have already seen. So what is 1's complement? 1's complement is all 1, right? That means, oh sorry, 2's complement is all 1, 1's complement is all 1, and then I have to add a 1. Forget about this 0 0 0 0 right now. This is not present. It's 1 complement. And now I'll do 2's complement. What I'll do? 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. Again 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. So that means what you will see, that all this 1 1 is 0, carry is 1, 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. Again 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. 1 1 is 0 and carry is 1. So this is the original number. And what is this value? Corresponding decimal. If you do this, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means it is 1 into 2 to the power 7 plus all zeros. Right? So I am ignoring this. So what does it mean? It means 128. But since this number actually negative, That means as a whole, the number that I have got is basically minus 128. Surprisingly, you see, that means you are adding 127 with 1 and you are getting minus 128. So, that means from this situation, if we try to visualize what's happening ultimately about the range, we can realize this point with the help of a situation, something like there is a circle. Assume that we have a circle. The data type range is basically a circle in case of signed number. Suppose it is 0. Suppose it is 0. I'm sorry. You are adding 1, it is 1. You are adding 2, add in 1 again, 2, 3. In this way, it will go on increasing up to suppose plus 127. If you add 1 again, the next value will become minus 128. If you 1 again add, you will see it's become minus 127. Then the minus 126. In this way, minus 125. In this way, it will be 0 again. And mathematically, you can never come out from this circle. So if we just try to gist the ultimately among minus infinity to plus infinity what happened. So this is minus infinity and this side I have plus infinity, right? Ultimately. And if I consider this is 0, then in case of signed number, so suppose signed char number, the range is from minus 127, minus 128 to plus 127. This is the range. In case of signed bit, signed number. But if we forget about this signed bit, what we have seen? We have seen that the minimum value starts from 0 and will go up to say 255, right? We have seen that. This is for unsigned number. If you find what is the difference between this, you will see they are same. What happened? The frame has been shifted from minus 128 to 0. That's why the maximum value has also been shifted. That is the difference. So that means if it is true for character data type, it must be true for int data type also. It is true for float also. That means if someone tell you that suppose a is a integer variable and it is storing say 32,767, what is this? Why this phone number? Because this 32,767 means actually 2 to the power 16 minus 1. Because in case of signed number we have seen it is 2 to the power this one, right? I'm sorry, 2 to the power 15 minus 1, not 16. It is 2 to the power 15 minus 1. Why 15 I am saying? 15 means 16 minus 1 because here n is 16 for int. And if I follow the rule 2 to the power n minus 1, then it has to be 2 to the power 15 minus 1, right? So if we do have something like this and then someone tell you that a equal to a plus 1 and you print a somehow, I'm not following the syntax of C program, just I'm saying that somehow we have to print this a, what will be printed? Some people will say 32,768, which is wrong. It will basically print minus 32,768. And this is interesting. So if you are able to realize this range for only, say for example, character, as I have shown you, it's very easy to realize the range from an integer data point of view, even from float point of view. Now, question is that how we can declare this? If the data is not, there is two ways actually. In one way we say that suppose there is two different approach actually. Let's say suppose we are not considering sign bit, we are not thinking about negative number in my variable, then I can declare my variable as unsigned then the data type name, say suppose integer int a. And if you want to store another data type, you want to declare another data type where you may store a negative number, then you can write signed int say b. But you know, and the interesting point is that this signed, this is a special word, right? Even unsigned is also a special word. This signed is by default in C language. That means when you are declaring a variable and if you don't write this signed keyword, compiler will realize it is signed number. But if you want to store an unsigned number, that means you don't care about the negative number, you want to extend the range from 0 till 2 to the power n minus 1, then you have to specify this one. This is not by default, but this part is by default. Now after declaring this, if you write a equal to 32,768, if you store this and if you print this, it will show 32,768. But if you write b equal to 32,768, you will not get any error. But when you will start printing b somehow by the print command in C language, you will find it is minus 32,768. Because it is not possible to store plus 32,768. The mathematics will not, give the facility. That is the point. So this is a very interesting and very conceptual realization of the data type and its range. So I hope the understanding the range is clear to all of you, because this will be required, the knowledge of this range will be required throughout programming for storing data. In the next class, we will discuss about many more prerequisites to write a computer program, in C language.